Hey, it's Casey Orr and Sean Whitfield, and we're keeping you up to speed on iTruckTV.com. And once again, Saturday night, the nighttime was the right time, and after a short rain delay and what seemed to be a night in which Kevin Harvick was going to win his third race, our current points leader and, we'll say it, favorite of my co-host Sean Whitfield, Jeff Gordon in the 24, pull out the victory, giving him his first win of the season. And Sean, he's still our points leader, and now with that win, you can go ahead and write his name in pen when you start filling out list of guys going to make the chase this year.
You know, it's nice to be able to put that number 24 on there, and I was starting to get a little bit worried because this is race number 11 in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race. It was at Kansas Speedway for the 5-hour Energy 400, and Jeff Gordon has been running well all season long, has had some top 5 finishes, top 10, and has been leading the point standings for several weeks, and it was good to see him in victory lane, especially after he was just recognized a week or so ago for his first win 20 years ago at the Coke 600 at Charlotte.
And it was a night that saw some big names not have a real good night. Kurt Busch, another disappointing outcome for him. Kyle Busch did not do great. Clint Bowyer continues to struggle on a track I think a lot of people thought he would do well at. And it was a tale of different parts of the night, if you will. It looked like for a while Jimmy Johnson was back in form, and Sean, we're going to have the 48 in victory lane. Joey Logano led a lot of laps. You thought his season was going to continue the way it's been going. And like I said, Kevin Harvick leads 119 laps, was the class of the field. But at the end of the day, it was Jeff Gordon and his entire team. It was an effort on pit row and for Jeff to get out on the racetrack and keep his car clean, and that's what clinched the deal and got 24 in victory lane.
And of course, Jeff Gordon got his 89th victory in 736 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series races. This is his first victory, 8th top 10 finish in 2014. This is his third victory and 12th top 10 finish in 17 races at Kansas Speedway. Kevin Harvick came in second, posted his 8th top 10 finish in 17 races at Kansas Speedway. It is his 5th top 10 finish in 2014. Casey Kane came in third, posted his 7th top 10 finish in 14 races at Kansas. In fourth spot, Joey Logano. 5th was Dale Earnhardt Jr. 6th, Carl Edwards. 7th, Danica Patrick, her best finish of the 2014 season so far. 8th is Eric Amarello. 9th is Jimmy Johnson. And 10th, Matt Kenseth.
12th, rookie Kyle Larson. 13th, Brad Keselowski. 15th, Kyle Busch. Austin Dillon, 19th. Tony Stewart finished a disappointing 20th. Clint Bowyer, like we mentioned, 23rd. Kurt Busch, 29th. And Jamie McMurray in the 39th spot. And I have to congratulate you, Sean. You waited this long to talk about Danica Patrick's career best finish of 7th place.
It was a Danica moment, for sure.
You know what?
Saturday night.
This was the most talked about 7th place finish I remember in a long time.
Well, you know, when you're the second most popular driver of the sport, you tend to get plenty of attention when you end up in the top 10.
But it does show, I think, that she's growing, Sean, because Kevin Harvick had a great car, and she seemed to have a good car, but this was not a banner night for Stewart-Haas Racing. Kurt Busch struggled. Tony Stewart struggled. She seems to be getting better, and it's important to be good at these mile-and-a-half tracks. So all in all, it was a great night for Danica Patrick.
There were 8 caution flags for 47 laps and 25 lead changes among 10 drivers. Moving on into the drivers' points standings after the race at Kansas, Jeff Gordon continues to lead the points standings, third week in a row. He has 15 points ahead of second place Matt Kenseth. Third is Kyle Busch. Fourth, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Jr. is 26 points behind the leader. Carl Edwards is in 5th. Joey Logano 6th. Jimmy Johnson 7th. Ryan Newman in 8th. Greg Biffle in 9th. And 10th is Brian Vickers.
Brad Keselowski in 11th. Denny Hamlin in 12th. Rookie Kyle Larson 13th. The other rookie, Austin Dillon in 14th. Kevin Harvick 15th, and Casey Kane in the 16th. Go all the way down to 28th in the point standings, but he does have that win. If the chase were to start today, Kurt Busch would actually be in the top 16, knocking out Casey Kane. And we are at that point of the season, you really start paying attention to who's got that check in the win column, because that's going to mean more and more as we go forward.
Of course, coming up this weekend, we've got the NASCAR Sprint All-Star race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is a non-points race, and they are going after money. for this race. And then coming up the next weekend, as we approach Memorial Day, we'll have the Coca-Cola 600, and that'll begin the next points race in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. That does it for this week's Up to Speed, but also we want to remind you, you can join us Monday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Valvoline Racing Radio on Rock 105. You can also find us on iHeartRadio. That does it for this week's Up to Speed on iTruckTV.com.
Right here on the NASCAR Update at iTruck TV, where Shawn and I keep you up to speed.